Power on. Simply Text speaker is ready to pair. Your Bluetooth device is connected successfully. ET's point of view. What's BT's point of view? Gonna BT's point of view.
Yes. Watch BT's point of view. Loving you. I don't even know if the words are saying. Watch BT's point of view. And you loving you. I like when they break it down. Point of view. And you loving you. Watch BT's point of view. Hey. Here we go, break it down. Yay! Bitch, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry that we be talking about AI and we say AI is wrong and all that. Yeah, AI is wrong, but this song right here has got it going on, baby. We're going to start this girl from the beginning as I share my live. Hit it. Let's go. Uh-oh. Y'all share the live. That's what I'm doing, baby. Don't play. Yes. I like when they break it down. Watch this. Watch when they break it down. Watch this. Watch PT's point of view. When you love you. Oh, watch PT's point of view. When you love you. All right, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Work, bitch. Ow. Yes, I love that song. That's an AI song, y'all. It really is. And it's not Aretha Franklin. It sounds like Aretha Franklin. Okay, it ain't even Friday yet. This feel like a Friday, though. That's like one of them Friday songs, baby. Yeah. Now, I didn't do the Delta sound. I said, ooh. I didn't say ski wee. I said, ooh, ooh, ooh. I make sure I don't say the wrong thing. I don't want the AKAs and the Deltas coming after me. How y'all doing? Hey, everybody. It's Throwback Thursdays. You know, I told you I don't do the wigs on Thursdays, okay? This is a Throwback Thursday. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm actually sitting up here sharing my live. We got a lot of tea to pour tonight. Rickey Smiley is the main person we're going to be talking about tonight. Really, it was going to be Nene Leakes and the HIV thing, but that's going to be my second story. But what we got to do is, first of all, we got to get a lot of people in here. And the only way we're going to do that is by you guys sharing the live and, hitting the like button, hitting the thumbs up, because that really brings a lot of people into the live. Yeah, all right, so make sure that you guys continue doing what I'm doing right now. We're waiting on people to get in here. And we don't want to be all night waiting on folks to get in here because I'm going to get this thing started. I ain't got time to be waiting. They have to just go back and watch it, okay? They're going to have to just go back and watch it. That's what they're going to have to do. And I'll be sharing my lives in, like, different groups and stuff. Like, I share my lives, like, in a whole bunch of groups. Like, see all these groups right here? I'll be sharing them on Facebook. And, yeah, that's how you get them in there. Yeah, I'll put them in everything. I'll put them in the country. I'll put them in the country and Western groups. I'll put them in the church groups, and stuff like that. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, that's how I do it. Hmm. That's what I do, baby. That's what I do. All right, I'm just okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna be playing that song. I'm gonna actually have more songs when it comes time for the when I do my birthday celebration. I'll have other songs as well. I do have a lot of other PT songs, but that one I really like. And there's some jazz PT theme songs that I have that I really like too. Kind of like jazzy, kind of jazzy. I like those too as well. Okay, y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all tonight. If you want to get more people into the live, what I need you to do is share the live. Keep sharing and keep hitting the like button because it does bring more people into the live. And we're gonna break down the rules for everybody. Y'all know what you got. What you guys have to do is remember that we do not allow um, we don't allow spamming in the live, no cursing or any of that. You can call me whatever you want to call. Well, you can't call me a girl tonight because I don't have on my wig. Oh, but don't get it twisted, bitch. The wig is just right around the corner. Okay, I can go throw that girl on for a pretty penny. Okay. Well, PT, I'd rather see you with the wig on. Send $100 over. I'll put that wig on so fast. But no, every Thursday is gonna be Throwback Thursdays. This is how I used to do my show before you guys knew me with the wig on. Okay. And I'm doing the radio station this Wednesday in Austin. I ain't gonna have on no wig, okay? Woo! Hey Antoine, I seen you coming up in here. You still didn't tell me what city and state you was in. If you did, I probably forgot. All right, guys, I'm sharing my live. Hopefully you sharing the live as well. Antoine, I look good every day. I wake up like this. What Beyonce say, I woke up like this. No, I didn't. No, I didn't wake up like this. Hey, all right. We sharing the live. I'm sharing the live, baby. We getting them up in here, honey. There's some Rickey Smiley tea that we need to talk about. So I need to Detroit. Okay. Oh, speaking of Detroit, there's a young lady who I talked to last night on the phone. You're not the lady I talked to on. You're a man or a woman? Is this a man or woman I'm talking to? Are you a lady? Are you the person I talked to over the phone? Eric, that's your mama behind you. Okay. Let me go ahead and go on with the story. Um, there's a lady I talked to last night from Detroit. She's going on my cruise. Her and her homegirl. So Eric, Antoine, hopefully you can join us on the cruise, October. I mean, 2027. But right now, there's a $25 uh, per person that you can call Carnival and give them the information and get you on the boat. Get you on the boat. Yeah, that's going to be my second comedy show. My first comedy show is going to be uh, the second comedy show is going to be first one's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia for my birthday. Okay, we're still working on the venue. Just hold tight. Got plenty of time. We're not worried about Eric. We don't respond to the people on here, y'all. That come on here and troll. Eric has one more. He has one other time to say that, and he'll be blocked from the live. Well, the $25 is just to hold the rate that we have. That's per person. The full deposit is $250, but that's not due until August. So yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. The cheapest, you know what? That's my fault. I didn't get it. I said I was going to keep this paper around me, so someone asked me. But I know the cheapest room is like 500. The next room after is like 6 something, and one after the 7. The balcony is not even over $1,000. But you got to include your gratuities, which that's not due to later on in life, and then your insurance. You can get that whenever you want to, if you decide to get it. I've done Carnival cruises so many times. I never got insurance. Uh-uh. Yeah, I've never gotten insurance, but I mean, I would suggest that to anybody else if you're coming from a long way, and you don't want to waste your money and you want to get your money back. I would suggest that you do, uh, the insurance. But as far as the incidentals and all that, you can pay the incidentals once you get on the ship. It's leaving out of Galveston. It's going to be Martin Luther King weekend. Yes, and the $25 is just to hold the rate that I have for you guys. You don't pay me anything. Everything goes through Carnival. I'm not travel agency. I'm just doing a group cruise. That's it. And we're gonna have a show on the cruise, open mic. We're giving away cash for the talent, whether it's good or bad. And we're gonna let the audience decide who wins. And I'll be hosting with the wig on. Yes. Cancer's rules. Yes, they do. Hello, Andre. Is it Andre Brown? We have a lot of males in here tonight. I wonder what that's all about. Okay. Are you coming on the cruise, Andrew Brown? Yeah. If you're a Cancer, you definitely did be. Well, the cruise is not in July, but if you're a Cancer, you definitely did be at my party in July. Okay. All right. I'm going to put up this information up here, guys, and we're going to get into the Rickey Smiley tea. We got some tea on Tokyo Tony, Nene Leakes, and HIV stuff that she's talked about. And Boosie update. We're going to talk about Joseph Duggar. Do y'all know who Joseph Duggar is? We'll talk about him. And update on Beyonce's nephew, Jules Smith. We're talking about Love and Hip Hop and Turkey Leg Hut comeback. Y'all, if you live in Texas, you don't have to live in Texas to know what the. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I was getting ready to do that, and she did for me. Thank you. And I might throw in a bonus about Nene Leakes' house being up for sale. We'll see. You never saw me without the face on go off. I think don't I go live every morning without my makeup on? That's what I thought. And at nighttime too. That's what I thought. But no, seriously, I'm seriously, I always I'm always on live without my. Am I right or wrong, y'all? I'm always on live without my makeup on. Am I right or wrong? So no, I'm just joking with you. Don't take me serious. I'm the same person. I just don't have the wig on. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still crazy. Hello, Penny. Welcome in. Hello there. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We got to get these people in here, y'all. Yeah. Y'all continue hitting the like button. Continue hitting the like button to get these folks in here. Let's get them in here. My first story tonight is going to be about Rickey Smiley. What's crazy? See, a lot of guys are talking to me tonight because usually when I have my wig on, they won't say nothing. But now I ain't got my wig on. They come in here and then they saying little stuff. I see y'all. Y'all be sitting back in the back looking at when I got the wig on. But now I ain't got my wig on tonight. Now y'all want to say something. That's okay. At least you're responding. Okay. All right. So y'all know the rules. I do have my piano over here. If I have to pull a girl out, I will. I do have my tambourine over here. If I need to pull her out, I will. So I want to remind you guys this Wednesday, I'll be in Austin, Texas. The radio station moderators, if you can just put the name of the radio station in the chat. So you can go and download the app, KAZI, Kansas Apple Zebra Independent, KZI 88.7 in Austin, Texas. I'll be giving the tea, baby, the gossip. It's going to be early in the morning, Texas time, Central Standard Time. So I want you to tune in so you can listen to me give the latest. And I hope there's some hot shit going on when I get to Austin that Tuesday night because I'm getting up Wednesday morning with my pants on fire. It's nothing like doing radio. I love it. I love doing the radio. I love doing the radio. I love doing the radio. I'm not spilling no tea until we get 100 people 100 likes on here. I ain't spilling no tea, honey, until we get at least 100 likes in here. At least 100. And I know we can do it. Y'all do it for me all the time. You do it for me all the time, and I appreciate that. Yes. All right, get them on in here, baby. Get them in here. Get them in here. Let's get the girls up in here, baby. The war is still going on. Shout out to all the prayers go out to all the family members who are losing their loved ones in the war that they should have never been. So shout out to all the family members out there who are going through that. That's a horrible thing, man, to lose your thank God I didn't lose any of my brothers, while they were in the military. My brother was in the Navy. No, my brother was in the Marines, and one of my brothers was in the Air Force. Yeah, Marines and Air Force. So, okay. Are you leaving? What's your name? Lulu? Lulu, are you leaving? You said, okay, bye. Or where you going? Are you leaving? Not only do you guys double tap the screen, you can share this in groups and stuff. You can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Instagram, you can share it on, just share it, send it to a friend. what was the name of that? There was a phone company out years ago. I think it was called uh oh, I forgot the name of it, but it was like a long distance phone company. And what was I'll think of it in a minute, but it's like tell a friend, be a friend, it was something about you join. I can't remember the way. I want to say it was. Oh God, it was too long ago. I can't remember. I got a brain a brain freeze, and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, all right. So we still sitting at 43 likes, and we're trying to get up. It was actually MCI. You're goddamn right. Now you didn't told your age. It was definitely MCI. You are absolutely right. And I used to work for MCI. And I remember when I used to work from there, I would call into the show call in, and I was trying to sell, I was trying to sell the product, and they was like, you don't know what MCI means. I said, I do know what it means. Who do you have? I got AT&T. Well, you tell me what AT&T means, and I'll tell you what MCI means. And I'm sitting over there looking for it. It means Microwave Communications Incorporated, honey. That's what it means. And what does AT&T mean? I don't know what it means, but I had it all these years, and I'm going to keep it. I said, it means American Telephone and Telegraph, you dumb bitch. I'll hang up in their face. And I was the best rep in my group. I used to win all the time. Why y'all not hitting the like button? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't hear me? Is my sound on? Hello? Hello? Is my sound on? Y'all, we got to get people in here. It can't just be us 108 people watching. We need 208 people watching. We getting ready to talk about Rickey Smiley. What's the tea? I know y'all forget. That's why I have to keep reminding y'all. We got to talk about Rickey Smiley. We don't do too much tea on Rickey, but today is the day. Yeah, it's just, well, I don't know how to do that, PT. You just go up and hit the thumbs up where it say go in I think it's where the little three buttons are at the top up there. And you just click on it and it it gets the likes up. It's very simple, y'all. It really helps the live when you do that. Okay, if you can't hit the like button, just share it. Yeah. I didn't know you could double tap. I know you could double tap. There you go. There y'all go. I see y'all doing it, and the folks are coming in. Come on in, y'all. Bring the folks in here, baby. Yeah, bring them on here. We got some Rickey Smiley tea. Mm. All right, we just need 50 more. We need 50 more likes. That's it. We got 122 people watching. So y'all continue hitting. Let's see where y'all from. Represent your city and state while we getting these numbers up. Let me know where y'all from before we get into Rickey Smiley. Shout out to Texas. I'm in Texas. We got Mississippi in the house. We got yeah, we got Alabama. I was coming to Alabama this week or next week, but things changed. Yeah. Detroit. There's those ladies called me from Detroit last night. They're going on my cruise. Yeah, tapping is free. Atlanta, Georgia. Are you coming to my birthday celebration in July? Orangeburg, South Carolina. I wonder why do they call that Orangeburg? Pennsylvania. Duval. Okay. Ohio. Now, why do they call it Duval? Because I know they have a lot of pageants, gay pageants, and they be saying, I'm Miss Duval, I'm Mr. Duval. What does that mean? No, this is not Andrew Carwill's mother. Oh, that's the county, Duval County. Okay, now I get it. Okay, East St. Louis in the house. I tell a story about they was trying to get me to go to East St. Louis after I had did a booking up there years ago, going to some classic, some football game they have sometime in October, September. And I was like, I'm not going to go to no East St. Louis. It was a after hours spot. No, ma'am, I'm not. Ain't that where Red Fox is from? East St. Louis? Is he really from there? Yeah, I think that's where he's from. And it's something how he was from East St. Louis and ended up in California doing this little comedy. The comedy will take you places. If you're good and you make people smile and laugh, it will take you places. Trust me. Well, I guess y'all don't want to get the lights up, but I got to put on my specs so we can get into this, y'all. Okay. You said the after hour spots the best. Yeah. Well, these were I guess gay bars. It was a gay bar they was trying to take me to, and I never been there, so I hope Rickey Smiley is okay. Well, I want to talk about it, but I need y'all to share the live. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody noticed my old ass shirt. Does it only one person like one person? Yeah, I think it only like one person. I think. But see, the thing about it is, if you can't hit the like button, you can share the live. Yeah, but we're almost there. We're at 60. There we go. We're almost there, y'all. Yeah, we do want to talk about Rickey Smiley, but we need more people in here. Rickey's a very important man, and we need to talk about it. Get him in here, honey. Yeah, share the live. That's it. Share it to your pastor. Share it to the pastor, baby. Okay. All right, let's get into it. We are here again, and Cynthia can tell you this is like the 20th time I have talked about Rickey Smiley and these people that are being scammed by fake Rickey Smileys. And my friend Gary always say prayers going up. Really pray for Rickey Smiley. That I'm gonna tell y'all what he talked about this morning on the radio. He said that there was a lady who lost her home. She lost her home behind scammers. People showing up at the club with food, with their suitcases, and thinking they're in a relationship with Rickey Smiley. I've said this a million times, and I'm doing this because I like Rickey Smiley. I don't know him personally. I've done shows for him, but that's about it. I did a show for him in Atlanta one time and then in Dallas, but he's really a nice guy. But I'm putting this out here because everybody don't listen to the Rickey Smiley show. A lot of people just be on the internet and they're not paying attention to what's going on. If you got an auntie, and a lot of this, y'all, are these single, lonely women that don't have anything going on with themselves. And you got these scammers that are scamming people, and this lady lost her home. Can you imagine losing your home behind thinking that you're really talking to Rickey Smiley and it's not him? Number one, Rickey Smiley has millions of subscribers. And Rickey Smiley doesn't go by Rickey Smiley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or Rickey Smiley _ whatever. It's just Rickey Smiley. That's it. Let me go to his and I hope Rickey sees this video. And I had to say this. I had to build it up because I'm trying to get people's attention. You might know somebody that's on the internet. Check on your aunties, your grandmothers. Check on people. They're not going to target men. They're going to target these women. And these women, this lady lost her house, y'all, thinking that she was talking to Rickey Smiley. I'm only doing this because I like Rickey Smiley. He's really a cool guy. I've always followed him. Okay, I don't know what happened to my live. She kind of like disappeared there. Oh, what happened to my show? Can y'all still hear me? Okay, I don't know, something just went crazy all of a sudden. So if y'all, look and get the word out for me. Share this video so other women don't get scammed. They're not scamming men. They're scamming women. And they're using Rickey Smiley's son, y'all, Brandon. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. They're using Rickey Smiley's son, Brandon. Brandon, the one, his son that died. Here's a picture of him and his son. I think it'll come through. Well, you can't really see it, but they're using his son. They're using his daughters. They're using Grayson, the little young one. His little nephew or whatever. And they're using all of these people to get money out of this scam. And I'm bringing this up because it's very important. And Rickey said, get the word out there. And this is like the 100th time Rickey didn't say this. Some people still don't fucking get it. Like you're still sending somebody money, and he said that people are sending them money so they can build up trust with them, and then they feel like, oh, that is Ricky. He sent me money. That's not Ricky. Ricky Smiley. First of all, let's see how many. Let's go to his Facebook. And I just want to bring this awareness to everybody. And it ain't just Ricky Smiley, but I'm talking about Ricky because he talked about it on the radio. And I said to myself this morning, he talking about this again? Yeah, because people are still doing it. Women are showing up with food to the shows. They showing up to the food with shows, saying, "Oh yeah, you told me to bring you some chicken or some chitlin." Yeah. Okay. If you go on Facebook, let's pull up Ricky Smiley. Okay, let's pull up Ricky Smiley. And okay. Okay, so like this here is I don't know if this is, let me see, I guess this would be him. I think this is him right here. Yeah, this is you can pretty much look and see how many followers they got to know if they real legit or not, Like he has more than one. He has his Facebook page. He does have his Instagram. Let me go to his Instagram right here. He has millions of followers. They're ready for the ring, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." People thinking they're gonna marry him and all of that. It's sad. But when he said a lady lost her home, I'm like, lost her house? What? Bitch, you, girl, y'all gotta watch out for these aunties and let's see, and these grandmas and stuff. Thinking that they Ricky Smiley on Instagram, y'all. He has okay. Ricky Smiley official on Instagram. This dude got 4.1 million followers. 4.1 million. So if you go to a fake Ricky Smiley, right, and if you go to a fake Ricky Smiley and it's only got 300 people, that's not Ricky Smiley, but that's how vulnerable some people are. That's how delusional some people are. That's how lonely some people are. They so lonely that they don't get it. Oh. Can you imagine your mom, your grandmother calling you saying, well, I've been talking to Ricky. Oh, there was an incident where he said that somebody showed up and they showed up with food and clothes and suitcases and then Ricky said he talked to one lady. She came to the show and she said, ma'am, you're not talking to me. She said, I got your phone number. He said, call me. And the person they called answered the phone. And Ricky said, I told you that's not me. There was and this is no lie, and I'm not making this up. I don't think y'all were following me when this happened. There was a lady that called my show. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if I blocked her or whatever. This is a true story. She called my show and she said, hey, PT, I want to tell you that I got scammed. I don't think y'all were following me. This happened like last year before last. I said, well, what happened? She said somebody was using Ricky Smiley's name. And I said, well, how much? She said thousands. I brought her on my show. I brought her on my show. And I said, well, baby, how was you sending them the money? She said she was going getting those gift cards or something. She was going to get something. She was going getting something, thinking she was talking to Ricky Smiley. I said, baby, how much? She said, PT, thousands. Yeah, when I was young, my grandma always said, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Thousands? She said, yeah, thousands. And let me tell you how vulnerable this woman still was after we had talked. I brought her on PT's point of view. We talked. I told her, I feel sorry for her. I hate that happened. That was not Ricky Smiley and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And mind you, I did kind of read her. I said, bitch, you ain't never sent me a cash app. And then I told her, I said, well, what was the most? I think she said 10,000. I'm not lying, y'all. You got to go back and look at my videos. It's on my videos. Continue hitting the like button, guys. Keep giving me those hearts because it does bring me more people into the live. So I brought her on the show. We talked. She talked about it, and we talked about it and everything. And she said, "Yeah, y'all, I got scammed, and I appreciate PT for letting me come on here and tell my story." And she said, "I said, well, again, ma'am, how much was it?" She said, "Thousands, thousands." But she thought she was sending it to Rickey Smiley, and it wasn't. And she said it wasn't. Oh, you'd have to go back and watch the video. But she did get scammed, and we're not here to argue about what I said, Daryl Williams. You homosexual. If you don't like what I'm saying, you get off my live. Lauren said, "I love you so much, my love." Raphael, oh, hello there, hello Frank. That's a lot you wrote in there. Two snaps and a twist. Yes. So, and so let me tell you well, listen, let me tell you something, fool, the one to just make that dumb comment. If a person can give up their house, if a person can lose their house, they'll give up $10,000. So apparently you don't know how people get scammed. So what a dumb comment. What a dumb comment. A dumb person and a dumb comment. If you don't think if you think about it, if a person can lose their house, they'll give up thousands of dollars thinking that they're talking to a real celebrity. That happened to a lady that thought she was talking to Bruno Mars. Y'all remember that? A lady thought she was talking to Bruno Mars and got scammed big time. She got scammed big. I'm not Wendy Williams. I don't know you from my live. I'm not Wendy Williams. Put you on timeout till you learn my name. You can come back tomorrow. Yeah. When you learn my name, you can come back. My name is not Wendy. So let me tell you what happened to the lady, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing the live. More people are coming in because this is a very important story. Yes, it happens to the other celebrities too. Yeah, but I'm talking about Rickey Smiley because he was talking about it this morning. I said, "Damn, Rickey talking about this again. This shit is getting out of hand." And there's really nothing he could do about it except tell people and try to make people aware this is not me. This is somebody else, y'all. And so let me tell you, when I brought the lady on my show, y'all, you know what the lady told me? After me and her talked on the phone, you know what she told me? She said, "PT, have you talked to Rickey?" I said, "Baby, I don't talk to Rickey Smiley." "Well, do you think that was really him or not?" You know what I told her? "Ma'am, get off my phone. I swear, y'all, I put this on my whole family's life. I'm not lying. I don't have to lie. I'm not lying about my family. I put this on my whole family's life. After we went through all of that, after the bitch went on my live and told everybody she got scammed, she had the nerve to ask me, have I talked to Rickey Smiley? And will you think, was that really him, PT? What?" I said, "Ma'am, I just blocked her. And I didn't want to talk to her no more. You are delusional. That is not Rickey Smiley. You just came on the live and..." Lonely people. Remember the song, "Lonely people, lonely." Just lonely. Lonely, hard up, need attention. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Thank you, Carol. Rickey said, "Why would I need money from y'all? I don't need no money from y'all." Rickey got plenty of money. Allegedly. He said all the time, "I don't need y'all money. I got money." And I think Rickey said he don't do cash out. He said now he do talk, like he said, if he's on Facebook and a lady lost, if she lost her child, he'll go investigate it and he'll go live with them and try to talk to them and invite them to the show, and stuff like that. But other than that, he don't send people money. Rickey don't do stuff like that. But people are being scammed right now. I can show you right now. If you go on Facebook right now and put in Rickey Smiley, you're going to see a whole lot of fake Rickey Smiley pages. That almost got me years ago because I was thinking it was him because I used to, hang out and go to his shows and stuff. And I used to, one time Rickey Smiley was at they did a fake funeral for this funeral home, a Golden Gate Funeral Home in Dallas. And I dressed up as an old woman and showed up and did cartwheels in the church. It was Gary, Rock T, Juicy. That's when Juicy was with him. Ebony, and it was way before the Brat and everybody else. And I dressed up as it was at the Friendship West Baptist Church, true story. And I went there as dressed as an old woman, and when they started shouting, I did cartwheels. It's crazy, child. It's just crazy. And so I don't know Rickey. I don't know him personally like that, but I've always followed him, and he's a nice guy. And when he talked about this morning, I said, I got to bring this shit up again because people are still being scammed thinking that Rickey Smiley, that is really him. But after the lady told me, baby, when she told me, she said, do you really think that was Rickey? Can you talk to Gary for me? I'm not talking to Gary, and I'm not talking to, are you crazy? And I hung up on her. Yeah, they were sending too many gifts to him. They were sending gifts to him. They show up at the comedy club with food, fried chicken, ham hocks, and chitlins. Ain't that crazy? So y'all protect the vulnerable out there, y'all. Get the word out there. Please share this video. I know this may not be a popular video, but it's very important because so many people are being scammed right now as we speak, thinking that you're talking. And then what? Here's the tea. I was gonna pull this up. Here's the tea. Okay, so let me go to Rickey Smiley. Okay. RICK. Okay, so here's his Facebook has 5.7 million, so that's really him. And I think, yeah, he has 5.7 million followers. Why would he need money from you? Why would he be sending you money, and why would he ask money from you on Facebook? I mean, like on TikTok or whatever. I was trying to find the well. I've already talked about it, so I don't need to go talk about it. But I was trying
Your
to find.
Your Bluetooth device is disconnected.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, and then like if you go to, let's see here, you go to Rickey Smiley here. See right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all these fake pages. All these fake Rickey Smiley. All of those are fake pages. Look at that. Rickey Smiley. All of them are fake. And they be in the groups and stuff too. Rickey Smiley. They're all fake. Just waiting for a vulnerable person to come in and give up their house. They house. You hear what I said? Give up their house. A woman gave up a house. And ain't no telling what somebody else gave up to. So the person that said ain't nobody gave away no $10,000. If they gave away a house, they'll give away a $10,000. Believe that. Because the lady that was on my show said she kept. I said, well, when you gave him whatever, did she say $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? I said, but baby, when you gave that $3,000 or whatever you was giving, you kept going back and forth. Didn't you? Wasn't there no red flags? No, PT. I thought it was Rickey Smiley. Listen, let me tell y'all something, bitch. You're not even gonna get $20 out of me. No. You're not gonna get $20 out of me, honey. Thank you for sharing the live. You ain't gonna get $20 out of me. They're lonely people, is what Rickey Smiley said. They're lonely. They want love. They're looking for love. But what the song say? Looking for love in all the wrong places. They're looking for love in the wrong places because you're not gonna find it, thinking that you're talking to the real people. It's horrible. It's bad. I feel sorry for Rick. Makes you not want to be a celebrity. Makes you not want to be out there and because can you imagine, somebody contacting you say my grandmother got scammed. There was actually she kept running them red lights.
Your Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Now I know that there was a guy that he actually contacted me a long time ago and said, hey PT, he said, oh no, this is a true story. I forgot to tell y'all this. He said that he saw one of my videos one time where I was talking about Rickey Smiley and all the scamming stuff. He said he checked on his grandmother because his grandmother said, oh, I'm going to meet Rickey Smiley. And he was like, Grandma, you going to meet? Yeah, we've been talking. No lie, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all that. Say that they had been talking and everything, and said that he was going to meet Rickey, and so she intervened and everything, and he went with her with this grandma or auntie or whatever to go meet this Rickey Smiley person. They were not there. They didn't show up, and she was like, she felt bad. But it was too late then. She had already been giving him money before his grandson and the grandson or the nephew, whoever it was. He contacted me and said, "Oh, PT, thank you for talking about that because I had to intervene with my aunt or grandmother because she was sending that person money and she wanted to go, and she was actually going to go. Thought she was going to meet Rickey Smiley and it wasn't Rickey. Okay, all right, y'all. So get the word out there, please. Protect the elders, protect the vulnerable, and let people know if you want to know if it's Rickey. Want to know Rickey Smiley does not send money. He does not ask for money. That is not him. But I guarantee you, give it another year or less, Rickey gonna be talking about this again because Rickey said he had to go on these TV shows to talk about it. It's gotten so out of hand. He has to go on all these different TV shows and talk about that's not me, y'all. That's not me. But some people still ain't gonna get it. I saw people in the lives in the chat saying, "Oh, they'll put up his son that died. But baby, his son died a long time ago. And they made it seem like he just died. Don't y'all dumb motherfuckers know his son been dead? Don't y'all stupid people know that he's not going to ask you for no money? But no, they just don't know. And I be in it, and I know it. I know I can't save Rickey, but when people make comments about when they see like Miss Janie, they made it seem like Miss Janie had died. Miss Janie is not dead. If Miss Janie were dead, everybody would know it. It's just like TMZ. If you really want some real tea, you come to me or you go to TMZ because we're going to give it to you. And they posted something that Miss Jamie had passed away, and they don't say it like that, but they're like, oh, how they said, oh, we loved you, Miss Janie. She was wonderful. They made it seem like she had passed, and people up there, oh, I didn't know she died. And I'm like, do y'all really believe that Miss Janie is dead? If Miss Janie was dead, it'd be all over the internet. That's Rickey's friend. And the people being there just talking. Prayers for you, Rickey. And then when they go in and say, oh, when they post up one of the things that when Rickey say, oh, I'm single and I need a girlfriend. Oh, Rickey, you sexy. I'll date you. Here's my phone number. Or you can email me. Yeah, giving up all the information to the scammers. To the scammers. All right, so don't be scammed. All right. Tokyo Tony mama said that her daughter is a witch. Black China, she said she wished she had aborted her when she was young. God, it's some horrible words. Why would you say something like that about your daughter? That was my fault. Why would you say something about your daughter like that? This is Black China right here. Her real name is Angela. Okay. All right. Come back, PT. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back, PT. Can y'all hear me? It's trying to come back. There we go. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button and kind of messed up everything. All right, let's not use the videos. Let's not use the pictures because it's messing up my. Hold on. We're not going to use a picture because it messes up the live, okay? So Black China's mama, Black China's, Tokyo Tony said she wished she had aborted her daughter. That's some evil. That's ugly, y'all. I understand that family members get into it, they fall out and stuff like that. But for you to say, basically, you basically saying you wish your daughter was DEAD. Basically, is what you're saying. And those are some very harsh words to say about your daughter. I don't know what they got going on. She at one while they were doing good. Everything was good between Tokyo Tony and her daughter, Black China or Angela. Then next thing you know, they into it. She's on there saying she wished her daughter had been aborted. Basically, you wish your daughter has been taken out of here before she was here. That's some really, really horrible things to say about your daughter. But I don't know if it's because of money. You know, that's how most family members fall out, child, because of member. I don't think it's because of money. I think Tokyo Tony, she's doing good. She's doing fine. She's, you know, she goes down. She's in LA. She's always going there feeding the homeless, which is good. You know, she does feed the homeless. I like that about her. Um, but I just can't. I just can't understand what would make her say her daughter was aborted when she was young. That's some harsh words. And can you imagine what the daughter feels, what she feels when she hears her mom say that? And can you imagine what the grandbabies, how the grandchildren feel when they say that? Because the child is old enough to hear and see what's going on the internet, and I'm sure they heard the grandma say, "You said I wish." Grandma said you wish she had aborted you. What does abort mean? That's what it means. That means they wish you had taken you out of here now that you've been born. I just think, and I tell y'all all the time, right, that a lot of times these celebrities they get on live and they do stuff. No, Dream does not need to hear that, and she been having a nightmare ever since she been born between her mama, them Kardashians, and you know her grandma. You know they sh- they should have called her. They should have called her Nightmare, amen, because it's been a nightmare ever since, you know, since she been born. But uh, for her to say that about her daughter, you know, it's some deep wounds there that need to be addressed. Maybe they need to go on somebody's show. Maybe they need somebody's show. I don't know. Um, but it's just horrible that you know that she was saying that about her daughter. You know, I know that I know I heard that Black China. You know, she's not using. I think did she get married? What? That's they need to call her Nightmare. That's the name she need to use. Sorry. Did she get married? I think Black China got married. Yeah, I think she got married. Whatever case may be. But you know, I just you know, listen. And this is what I was going to tell y'all. I was watching Ray J this morning, and Ray J went live, and he was talking crazy, like talking about sodomy and fisting and all kind of stuff. I'm like, what? That damn Ray J. These celebrities, y'all, when they make it big like that, all they got to do is turn on their camera, and they're gonna make thousands of dollars just by going live, talking about nothing. And so that's why a lot of them do what they do because they're making money. I'm okay with them going live telling their family business because that's how they make money. And a lot of people say, why would they get on live? Why would they get on live and say that? Well, because they're making money. That's how they make money. You know? Give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. That's how people make money. That's how these celebrities. If you don't believe me, watch these celebrities when they go live. They don't be talking about shit. They just be blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, they get their check. They check be like $4,000 or $5,000. They go. I tell people all the time, it's not how many people. It's not. It's not about the subscribers. Even though I appreciate. By the way, y'all, thank y'all. I'm almost at. I just did 26,000 subscribers, y'all, and I'm almost at 200 new subscribers. So we're slowly making our way to. We're slowly working our way to 27,000. Hopefully, we can skip 27, going up to 30,000 with a viral video. Amen. Yeah. So yeah, thank y'all so much. I'm at 26,000 and almost like 200. So y'all can't see it on your end, but I can see it. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Okay. Tell the dream so it won't come true. It's a bad nightmare. Paula, what are you talking about? Great seeing you. Have a blessed night. Get them 100 likes too. Oh, and thank you, darling. Okay, so we just keep them lifted up in prayer, child. You know, it's my friend Gary what the T would say, and hopefully they hopefully they come to. Hello, everyone. Please subscribe. I love this channel. Thank you. And where are you watching me from? What's your name? Constance. Where are you watching me from? And thank you for watching. And thank you for telling everybody to subscribe to the channel. Oh, Florida. Okay. Ron Sanctimonious. No, darling, you misunderstood me. I said that they named the girl Dream. That's her name, and I said maybe they need to call her Nightmare. It was a joke. Hello, New York. Welcome in. All right, let's get into the Boosie update. Boosie update. Boosie update, y'all. Boosie was accused allegedly of messing around with a 5-year-old. The girl came on live, which I didn't know. I knew it wasn't true because number one, she don't even know how to say sodomy. She said she was sodomized or something. She said it was all wrong. And you could tell she just looked slow. She just like something was wrong with her. Well, Boosie got to the bottom of it. He said they found out who the girl was and they're going to be meeting with her family. He said that the girl had been mentally challenged for a long time. And I'm going to let y'all hear it. I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say. Let's pull it up. Okay, here we go right here. Here we go. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, let's pull it up here so y'all can hear what he had to say. All right, so give me a second.
This girl, she works with you. I need her information, bro. Like Monroe, Louisiana. That's where we think she at. Monroe, Louisiana. I know y'all love me. Shit. Monroe love me. So if anybody can find this girl, bro, I really appreciate it, bro. Hey, I heard that the line bitch stay in Monroe, Louisiana. So if anybody in Monroe, Louisiana can find an address on this girl, anybody, I really need it, bro. You know, if anybody go to work with this girl, if she works with you, I need her information, bro. Like,
okay, so that was one video, and there was another video where he said that I think they found out who she was. I think this is a video right here. Let me see if this is it. Hold on.
Hey, I had took off this weekend because my dog.
Okay, I can't play. That's not it. It's another video. I think this is it right here. Let me see. Here it is.
They got this lying ass bitch and gave me fake accusations, saying I raped her when she was 5 years old. And gave me the worst accusation a man could have in the world, bro.
Okay, you know? That's not it. Okay, he did it. This must be it right here. Let's see.
I won't give y'all an update of what's going on right now.
Here it is.
I feel a little better now. I just found out this girl been obsessed with me since a kid. My attorney has talked to her family members, even her grandmother. They just gave us everything we needed and told me it's a fact that I've never seen her before in my life.
Boosie.
Just say she's been obsessed with me. She broke her daughter ribs.
Damn.
It's just so much stuff, man. She's mental. She has mental problems.
I see it.
All the family members ready to come to court for me and let them know that this is a lie. So I'm at a better space right now, even though this will never leave off social media. I'm gonna get the truth out, man. I'm gonna get the truth out. Another psychotic fan, man. I mean, but now we're doing another investigation on who put her up to do this, you know. So we working, man. I got lawyers, I got everybody working on, but we talked to the family and she's been obsessed with me. She has mental problems. and they ready to come to court for me.
Actually,
So
okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Actually, if they prove she got mental issues, they're not gonna do nothing to her. They're just gonna make her stay off social media. I mean, if she really does have mental issues, they're not gonna lock her up. They probably put in, give her some medication or whatever. But if she's mentally challenged, then they probably not gonna do nothing to her. But let me tell you something, Boosie. You remember years ago when a couple of years back, maybe even a year back, when you was going off on Dwayne Wade's child and saying don't cut off his you know what, and you shouldn't do that to your child, and this is a shame, and God made man to be with a woman, and da 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 da. You was defaming that boy's son right there and daughter, whatever, on live right then and there. Now you see how it feels. I thought about it last night. I felt sorry for you. Then when I saw that, remember what you did to Dwayne Wade's child, you did the same thing that this girl did to you. You ain't no better than the person that did that to you. So let this be a lesson to you. You had no right to speak on Dwayne Wade's child. No more than that person that lied on you. Am I right about it, church? That is not your child. That is Dwayne Wade's child. Yes, they put it out there, but for you to go so explicit about what you thought that Dwayne Wade's son was gonna happen to his child, you don't know if that man was gonna have that child's what cut off. That is disgusting to even bring that up on a live. Now you see what it feels like for some people to lie on you and make up stories on you, because that was a made-up story. You didn't know what Dwayne Wade was going to do with his child, but Dwayne Wade took the higher road, and Dwayne Wade was like, you know what? He responded back to Boosie and was like, you know what? I'm glad Boosie said this. No, he didn't stage nothing. No, Boosie didn't stage nothing. This really happened. Somebody did this to him. We're talking about what he said about Dwayne Wade's child. I don't really support Boosie anyway. He's not, and it's okay if he's not for the LGBT community, but you got a whole daughter that's a lesbian, and he's always talking down on the gay community. Like, girl, whatever. So, but karma, don't talk about people, and people won't make up stories on you. If you don't make up stories on people, because that was made up. You had no proof that Dwayne Wade was going to have his child castrated or cut off or whatever. You had no proof of that. You just putting out lies. You should have been sued for saying that about Dwayne Wade's child. And Dwayne Wade took the high road and said, I'm glad they're talking about my child, because that brings out, that has people talking about transgender, that is not your child. Or you believe you believe what the person said? I don't believe it. Somebody said, let him take a lie detector test. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but he doesn't have to take a lie detector test. If the family said that she lied and she's been obsessed with him, then it is what it is. I don't believe it. I just report the story because he put it out there, so I'm reporting what he said. Yeah, that would just be. You're talking about the girl. Oh yeah, the girl. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess. Well, no, I wouldn't say it was staged. I just say he said that she's mentally cuckoo, And if you're mentally cuckoo, you'll do and say anything, Just like the guy who shot up the school in ODU. Shout out to ODU, Norfolk, Virginia. This guy was in the military. He got out. And they arrested him for being a part of the ISIS. Black guy, y'all, black. And he was on probation, and they were supposed to be watching after him and making sure, he don't be doing. If he was on probation and he's not supposed to have a gun, how did he get a gun to go over there and shoot up ODU? Because somebody wasn't paying attention. So a lot of people slip through the cracks, and they do things that, that they're not supposed to do. And by then it's too late, because he could have hurt a lot of more people, but luckily they took care of him and they unalived him right there in the school. So, but again, back to what I was saying, no, I feel sorry for anybody who has people. That's like, okay, so here's the tea on to celebrity tea and gossip. And this is why Tasha K got herself into the position that she's in. All they asked her to do was take down the videos. It's okay to gossip, it's fine. If a celebrity put out their business out there, like if a celebrity like Cardi B comes on and she talks about the stuff she go through, I don't think he would do something like that. She is lying. I said she was lying. I said I don't believe it either. I'm just reporting what he put out. So if a celebrity, that's like the stuff that's going on with Dwight Howard and his ex-wife. They're putting it out there, so we could talk about it. That's not slander. That's not rumors. That's something we saw and seen with our own eyes. It was on TMZ. It was live. We seen everything. We saw when she was in the car and she was crying, saying that my husband put, we fighting and but they CPS took the child. We see that's not rumors. Those are true stories. But when you take that, let me give you an example. If you say, let's say if I talked about that and I said, oh yeah, Dwight Howard and his ex-wife got into it because he caught him in the bed, she caught him in the bed with another man, and I'm just adding on to the story. That's when it becomes slander and defamation. And I was watching Armand Wiggins, who I love. I call him my nephew. I was watching him last night, and he was talking about Tasha K, saying that her house is up for sale, and she was being grand, she was being grandeur, and she was saying she got this, she got that, but she's losing everything. And he said all they asked you to do was take down those videos of you lying on Cardi B or making up things since Cardi B had these diseases and I think he said that when she started talking about Stephon Diggs, that's when Cardi was like, I'm going full throttle. If the Lord blessed me to be able to make the money that they was making, Armand said that when Tasha K had moved into her dream home and everything was going good for her, you were there. You made it. You were there. You had everything that you worked hard for. All you had to do was just pull back. You don't have to listen. You can still do celebrity tea and get a lot of views and likes without being ugly and nasty. I don't care if I never get 1 million followers. I'm not trying to end up in court by lying on somebody and exaggerating shit that ain't true. It's not that serious to me. I have a life. I only report what's in the news, and if they put it out there, I'm going to talk about it. And the only reason why I talk about Boosie because he put it out there. But you never heard me say he did it. I would never say that. Why would I say that? That's stupid. But you guys are bloggers that will say that, and they won't even say that. They'll say, well, child, I'm thinking. No. Allegedly, he's reporting that a girl is saying that, hey, Voice, hey there, Jazz, that a woman is accusing him, a girl is accusing him or whatever, That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you report it, y'all. And unfortunately, being truthful and being, honest and not exaggerating stuff doesn't get a lot of views. But I think if you be faithful to your content and you be true to your followers and be truthful and honest and real, they'll follow you. Because they want the truth. They don't want this extra stuff. And the extra stuff be cute. It be cute. If the extra stuff will get you a nice home, nice cars, and all that extra stuff, yeah. But then when you walk out of your house, you have to watch your back. You follow what I'm saying? Look at Be Love. She didn't get millions of followers by going off on people and reading folks and No, she did not. And she was able to buy her a brand new goddamn Bentley, honey, with her coins by eating. And people still got the nerves to read her. She became a millionaire in 11 months, and you still been on your job for 12 years, and you still not a millionaire, not even half of a millionaire. You can't read her, honey. You can't read B. Scott, Be Love. You can't read her. Anyway, so, and then when you do things like that, you end up in jail like D.L. Whisper, which is my next story. Well, ladies and gentlemen, D.L. Whisper is still in jail. He has been denied bond again because he was doing too much. So that I just told y'all, you can do the tea. Listen, people People been doing tea and gossip for years. I'm gonna take y'all back. Y'all might be too young to remember Rona Barrett. Listen, Entertainment Tonight is news, celebrity tea. White radio stations do celebrity. They call it celebrity gossip or entertainment news. Everybody does the tea. Everybody does it, but you can do the tea and you can overdo the tea. You follow what I'm saying? And then you can end up like Dale Whisper. Well, he's been denied bond again. He's been and you know what? I feel so sorry for that young black man. Yeah, Joan Rivers. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Wendy Williams. Gossip to go with Flo. Y'all remember her? Yeah. Gossip to go with Flo. Y'all, let's get these numbers up. Y'all share the live. We need about 200 people in here. Gossip to go with Flo. Just to name a few. But he's been denied bond again. Unfortunately, because he hadn't learned his lesson, and I don't know how he's been in there for a while. What did they have him? Well, did they get him for stalking?
Hey.
Let me pull this up right quick. Let me do this right quick. Boy, there's a fine line, man, of doing the tea and stalking folks, Okay. Oh, so he faces up to 10 years in prison. Aggravated stalking charge. So there's a difference in stalking and being aggravated. When you aggravated is when you go to somebody's house like he did. That's crazy. Let me see. Let me go here. And I do, y'all. I know y'all think I'm being fake. I feel so sorry for that little young gay man. I wish I could have been there to. Okay, why is this not letting me? Hold on. I wish I could have been there to be a mentor to him, and I think they say he started his channel out where he was talking about DL men. Then all of a sudden it changed, and now he's going in on the transgender. Imagine being a gay dude, LGBTQ guy. Imagine being gay and you talking bad about transgender or gay people. It doesn't even make sense. It's like being a Candace Owens. Hello? That's like a Candace Owens. You're black and you dogging out black people. It doesn't add up. So he's been denied bail again because somebody out there and a lot of y'all. Look, first of all, let me say this. Thank you to all you females out there who follow PT and love me and don't have a problem with me. But if I ever see you on one of these websites and you uplifting this DL Whisper guy saying, well, Patty's wrong, he don't need to be able, I'm blocking you from my live. Because if you stand for him, you don't stand for me. And I feel sorry for the young man. I wish somebody could have been there to help him and help him go through. Selena, who are you? Are you the Selena that I know that's a truck driver? Because I've been looking for her. She's been missing in action. She been missing in action. I don't know where she at. But just like Lil Nas X, it just broke my heart when I saw him in the streets, half naked, high on some drugs. If I could, by the way, he was in Dallas this past Tuesday night at the club, child. At the club. I wish I could have ran into him. I just want to give him a hug, and I want to be his gay father. I want to be his mentor. I want to just, because he didn't have to go down that path. Bro, you already got the people mad at you for doing the Bible thing and the Jesus thing. Yeah, I don't think that's Selena. I think that's another Selena. You already got the people mad at you they say you was mocking Jesus and this is what you get. You needed somebody to be there to coach you and guide you through this life. Oh, I felt so bad when I saw Lil Nas X walking down the street I say, bless his heart. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these young YNs, gay and straight, they don't have no mentors. They don't have no family. They nobody. They don't. When I first came out and moved to Houston, Texas, my gay mother, my mother taught me well, and my daddy taught me well. But in the gay world, my gay mama, Miss Ivory Jo Turner, she taught me so about respect, respecting yourself, elders, older people. She taught me, and I knew that from my family, but in the gay community. Listen, I talk about it all the time. I'm gonna keep saying it. If I see one more goddamn baddies gay shit. Oh, 6 years, okay, Paula. If I see one more gay baddies, I'm so sick of that stuff. It is disgusting. It's disgusting. I saw something today. Did I see something today? It was say they was trying to take out black people. Some other law they was trying to pass. I saw something. I didn't pay no mind, but I seen something about that. They was trying to pass a law where they could exterminate or get rid of black folks. Well, when y'all out in the streets, and not us, it's not all of us, y'all. But when you're out in the streets, I saw a fight they had in Dallas. When did we start celebrating St. Patrick's Day? I know a lot of people do, but when? Y'all out in deep elements, like no, they wasn't in deep element. They was down on Greenville Avenue. Greenville Avenue is where they was celebrating. And I know, y'all, I hate to say this, but I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I can hear the white folks saying, "Oh Lord, here they come." Because listen, all black people are not violent, but I party with white folks. A lot of them, some of them, they get violent too, but they like to drink, get drunk, buy you drinks, and woo, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, hey, how you doing tonight? Yeah, having a good time. And you had all these black folks in the middle of the street fighting, kicking one another, jumping on each other. It's just, and the government see that shit. And when you say Black Lives Matter, they like, no, it don't. This is why Black Lives Matter don't matter, because we see what y'all doing to each other. And what's sad is they think it's all of us, but it's not. But that's how they make it seem like it's all of us fighting each other. But when you see on if y'all don't believe it, get on the internet. Hey, Dre, get on the internet and go look. If you don't believe it, go look on the internet. Every fight you see my people. I get so excited when I see white folks fighting on the internet, I start crying. Finally. Because I know the media does that. The media does that. The media sets it up to where they only show us fighting. But, and my friend on here, Dre, will tell you that's why we lost one of the best clubs in Dallas, down on the Cedar Springs area when I lived in Dallas, right in the midst of everything. It was a prime spot. We never really had a black owned. It wasn't black owned, but we never had a black spot on the strip. You know, they had a few other places that come and go, but this place was catered. It catered to the black community. We had 2 black nights. It was for everybody, but we had 2 good black nights, Thursdays and Sundays. Both of those nights were my night, and we had to leave the goddamn strip because they was fighting so goddamn much. I was done. I'm like, okay, y'all have always wanted to be down the strip, because see, when you're on the strip, y'all, you can go to the other clubs, you know, the Mexican club, where the white clubs across the street, and this club, you know, the restaurants was over there. Everything was great. Like, you in the midst of everything. And a lot of times it wasn't the people in the bars. It'll be a lot of people that get into it with each other all weekend, you know. There'd be a lot of people that get into it all week online, and then they meet up. But I beat you down at the club. I mean, and they used to go in the Kroger parking lot and run over each other, child. And I'm gonna tell you something too. And the police officers, I can't prove this, but they went home. See, I know the police officers' schedules. And to me, personally, Dre, I think they would go home right at 2:00 so the niggas could fight. So they could have a reason to say, look what they doing down here. Why would the police go home at 2? If anything, they should go home around about 2:30, 2:45, because if you're going home right at 2 when the clubs close, that's when all the shit go down. Because the shit go down usually about last call is at 2 o'clock. Last call 2 o'clock. First call for last call is at 2, and surrender drinks is at 2:15 at Texas. So by 2:30, the club closes. They be out of there by before 3. About 2:30, between 2:15 and 2:30, that's when shit started. That's when shit hit the fan, and the police will go home. I think they did that intentionally, so they could say, "Look how these fools down here acted up." Oh yeah, Dre and Milana, right? They was running over each other in the parking lot, shooting, macing each other. That's why they stopped people from parking in the parking lot. And I knew then I knew that and look, the Mexicans are still there. The club is still there, but they don't have no more black lights. Yep. We do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. We can't blame them for something we do. And it was a nice little bar, y'all. You paid $5 to get in, you get free food if you wanted it. Drinks were cheap. We had dollar drinks till 11. Show start on time. Show start about 10 o'clock. And be over by 11:30, 12, and you have to dance afterwards. Yeah. But Dale Whisper, I don't know when he's going to get out. He didn't post bond today. It's almost time for Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully get out. Hopefully he get out before Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. All right, y'all. This will be real quick. Jewel Smith, y'all keep sharing the live. Keep sharing the live. Oh yeah, it was a good deal. Dre remembers that. Yeah, $5 to get in. No, it's free before 11. Oh no, it's free before 11, and then free before 10 or 11, and dollar drinks until 11. Packed. I do my show, and then they have the dancing afterwards. Yeah. Hello. If it had been left up to me, I would have just played old school music, but my boss didn't want to do that because it's about money, and people want to hear that fucking hip hop shit. Hip hop is good, but it depends on it's the people, it's the mentality of the people who listen to it. When I hear that song, I beat that bitch with a bottle. I'm not gonna go do it, but this young generation, what that song say, bitch? That hoe over there looking at me, I'm gonna hit that bitch, and they go do it. And then we moved to another club across town, and so all the people who lived in South Dallas. You live in South Dallas, come to our club, which is close to downtown. But now you live in South Dallas, you got to drive all the way past downtown, all the way past the middle of town, where we were at, go way on the north side of town to go to the club. Some of y'all already drunk when you leave South Dallas to get between downtown and then the North Dallas. That was a long drive from South Dallas or West Dallas all the way over to the other side of town. And so, you take a chance to getting tickets and stuff, or drinking and stuff, going that far. If you right downtown in Sea Springs, downtown where we was at, and going back to South Dallas or wherever you was going, it wasn't that far. Oh, and the first time when we got over there, we had booked T.S. Madison because we had to move. We had to move. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Hello, Eloise. Welcome in. We had to move, y'all. We had to move. By the way, y'all, let me say this before I finish. We have 145 people watching, y'all. If everybody watching me, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do it, because I just did 26,000. I'm almost at 200 new subscribers, so we're getting close to 27,000 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So when we went over to the new club, and then I'm going to talk about Nene Leakes and HIV stuff. So when we went over to the new club, my boss was like, we need to bring in a celebrity, right? I said, okay, I'll bring it. We'll get Tiz Madison. We brought Tiz Madison in. She was cool. She came in that Thursday for my show. Yes, thank you, Eloise, for being a member. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this out. I want everybody to please, 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 please subscribe. And keep hitting the like button, y'all. The numbers are real low tonight. What's the tea? I'm giving y'all some good tea, honey, and ain't nobody in here. Um, so we went over to the new spot, and it was a bigger spot. The new spot was a bigger spot. It was nice, but the only problem is it was so far away from where we were at, right? And the first, he was like, we need to get a celebrity. So I booked T.S. Madison. She came in on the Thursday for my show. And then when she left, that's when the fight broke out. Shooting, fighting, everything. Police came. He says, it's the same people from Havana? So I said, yes, sir. And she almost had to cancel her show, but she didn't cancel it. And there was a lot of people there, but it would probably been more people if we had security that night. And because we didn't have security that night, we wouldn't expect nothing to go down. All right. Nene Leakes. All right. So Nene Leakes was invited. Let me pull this up right here. She was invited to. I just talked about this the other day, y'all, and the reason why I'm going to talk about this again because it's very important for everybody to know that I don't know who's living in a. I don't know if you're living in a fantasy land, or if you just don't realize it. But HIV is affecting everybody now, not just gays. Okay, yes. Not just gays. Um, okay, let me see here. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull this up because I have something I want y'all to hear. Let me see where did I get this story from. Hold on. So I was telling y'all the other day there was Dr. Collier. He was on the Rickey Smiley morning show. By the way, guys, I did already talk about Rickey Smiley. So if you want to hear that story, you have to go back. You have to go back and watch the beginning of the show. I already talked about Rickey. Okay. Where is the story? Give me a second. I want y'all to hear what she said about HIV. But I was talking about the Dr. Collier, he was on Rickey Smiley morning show, and he was saying now the age for people getting HIV is 13. 13. 13. Y'all hear what I said? 13. Know why? Here it is. Okay, I got it right here. A lot of it is you have a lot of DL young men who are not being truthful and faithful to their women. And a lot of these women think, oh, that's just a gay. It's not a gay disease, y'all. And everybody who lives in a large city is vulnerable to having HIV because if you're screwing, you might get it because you don't know what that dude is doing outside of when he leaves you. And you can't trust everybody. I said this, and I will say this again, and y'all might not agree with me, but I said this, right? Hold on, I'm trying to pull up this video. I said, okay, I'll make sure I get the video pop up. Nene looks good on here, too. There was a lot of people who went to this event they had, but I'm trying to pull up the video. I want y'all to listen to this. It was a police officer. He was arrested for passing HIV to some woman or whatever. Okay. Yeah, you can get it from needles too, yeah. And he got it, and so they arrested him for not exposing his his status. And I said to myself, okay, now the person, now listen to me, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, transfusions too, yeah. But listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all don't have to agree with me. We're not going to fall out. But I want you to listen to what I'm going to tell y'all. So the lady came and said, oh, the police officer gave me HIV and he needs to be arrested. Well, who did you sleep with before the police officer? In the 80s, that would be different. Because back then, nobody knew too much about HIV and anything there. But if you say he gave you HIV, first of all, you should be arrested, boo-boo, because you didn't have on no condom. So you think just because you think he should be arrested because he didn't tell his T? Well, girl, you didn't use the condom. If you didn't use the condom with him, you didn't use the condom with the left. Y'all, please come on, work with me on this. Tell me if am I telling the truth or not. Now, I'm telling the truth. Yeah, you should tell your status. But if you said somebody gave you HIV and they need to be arrested, you need to be arrested too because you didn't put a condom on. This is 2026, going on 27. We only have a few more months for Christmas. You should have known better. Yeah, you need to be arrested. You need to be arrested for not putting a condom on and trying to call this man out. So who knows? We don't know. You might have got it from the man or the person you was with before you was with him. Hello? Okay, I just want to make sure because I got to thinking about that. I'm like, wait a minute. That don't make no sense. In 2026, ain't nobody giving you nothing. You giving it to yourself. Woo! Hallelujah! I should have my tambourine. Oh, your virgin ears. So get off the live. But I'm just saying, y'all, and I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. So Nene Leakes was invited to this. She was invited to this thing called. Let me pull it up here. Nene Leakes, Phaedra. It was Nene, Phaedra, and Melissa Corga attended the Housewives of the on the Hill for HIV. And let's put it up. There's someone named Tristan. He's the CEO of Mister MISTRE. Flew Nene in, Phaedra, Melissa, and Erica to the Capitol Hill to attend the Housewives for the Hill for HIV prevention, a panel presented by Mr. in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Mr. provides free PrEP pills online for those who qualify. The lady spoke with lawmakers about promoting pre-exposure paralysis for HIV prevention, PrEP, among Black women. Approximately 83 of the new cases are Black women. Oh, that kind of makes me sad because people still think it's a gay disease. And we can't lose our sisters to this disease, and so that's why they need to be educated. And I see it all the time online. He got AIDS. Soon, the first thing somebody say when they find out he got AIDS. Ugh. So now they have this thing now where women or men, whatever, they have this PrEP. I don't know anything about PrEP. I mean, I know about it, but it's for people who are not HIV positive, and you could take it and it prevents you from getting HIV. But the best way to not get HIV, y'all, is just to be and try to use protection. That's the best way. But I know we slip. Okay, we have slipped in the times, and it happens. It happens. Mm-hmm. But it happens. So you just have to protect yourself, and you have to get involved and see what's going on. At 13, can you imagine your daughter coming to you saying, "Mama, I got HIV. They found out I had." First of all, whoever you got it from, they need to be put in jail. Let me tell y'all something. These little badass boys running around here. Y'all know when I was young, we was running around doing all kind of stuff when we was young. Playing hide and go see. Hide and go see, get it. Y'all remember that? Hide and go see, get it. Oh, what was that other? What's the other one? What's the other one I used to play? So many of them they used to play. Yeah. But I'm trying to get this message out there to y'all that don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody when it comes to and look, y'all, and it ain't just HIV out there, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all kind of stuff is out there. Now, when you get into a relationship with somebody, y'all been together for a long time, y'all both get tested. Honey, if you want to do it raw, go for it, honey. But when you get them drinks in you, them drugs in you, you know, you just get caught up in the moment, honey, and next thing you know, y'all doing the doing before you know it. What the song say? Uh, uh, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. And I don't sleep with a lot of people. It take that one person for you to get it. Right. Tell you a story. When I lived in Atlanta, I was housekeeping manager for Marriott on 14th Street, Midtown, and just one, yeah, just one. And there was a time there was when I got to meet Easy E, the rapper. I really did. I got to meet him, and and I'm gonna tell you some more about this prep stuff. And give me a second. It was so funny because I knew who he was, but I knew he was, and I was kind of trying to be shy, you know, trying to be shy. And I remember him saying, "Yeah, that's true. Abstinence is the best." Yeah, but we talk about these young, old and young, but basically these young ones that just think they shit don't stink. You know, can you imagine how many folks got something to do in the spring break weekend? So I remember seeing him in the lobby. He had on this little hat. He had on this little, you know how they used to wear them little wrapper flannel jackets and that. He was really nice. And finally, I went over and said, "Can I get an autograph?" He said, "Oh, the young lady finally decides that she wants to speak." I'm not lying. He did tell me that. I started laughing because there was two queens behind the desk, you know, and that's Atlanta. It was two gay guys behind the desk. I was a night housekeeper manager. And so he was really nice. And guess who had to clean the room? Vaseline, dirty books. Remember, there was no phones back then, or if there was, you know, dirty books, magazine, Vaseline, yeah, condoms, all kind of stuff. And somebody left some jeans and a flannel jacket. I don't know if it was his or not. But you know, me being a housekeeping, uh, did you hear me say that he hung out with the gays, or are you not paying attention? Right. And Martin Luther King had a gay friend. He was the one that put the March on Washington together for your black ass, if you black, so you can watch, so you can march. I like when I get serious. I can't be serious long. But no, no, it was at my job, baby. Okay, let's move on. Thank you. And I had to clean the room, and it was, you know, dirty magazines, all kind of stuff. And I was able to, you know, I was a night supervisor, but I had someone over me, and I told her, I said, I want to keep this flannel jacket and these jeans. And she said, "You can, we put it up. We got to put it up for so many days, and then if they don't claim it, you can have it." And they didn't claim it. That's back when I was small. I wore them jeans, honey. They could have been his jeans. If I had known what was going to happen to him, I would have kept that stuff. But I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. Yeah, so that was mine. So Shirley Ralph also has helped raise funds for the awareness, the fight against HIV/AIDS for more than 40 years. I love Shirley Ralph. She's beautiful. She's always been for the fight. Let me go down here. So Nene was talking. She was doing an interview, and she was saying, "Hey," she said, "the first time I heard about HIV was with Magic Johnson," and she said after then it kind of clicked in her head, like, "Wow, you know, this shit is serious. It's not a gay disease. And so she said that she didn't know. She was talking to some of her girlfriends, and they were talking about prep and all that kind of stuff. It's like, child, what is prep? What is that? It's something to keep you from perhaps getting HIV, and stuff like that. And so she said she was more interested in it when she found out more about it. She said she's not on prep. She does not have HIV. But she was just saying, and this is another thing, y'all. There's nobody's business what your status is. And I applaud people who go on live and say, "Oh, I have HIV. I've been living with it." Now, I applaud those people, but that is nobody's business. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I've seen it happen in my community, and it's horrible. People get on live and they tell their status. "Oh, I've been living with HIV for 50 years," and they could, as soon as you, back in the day, now I don't know about now, yeah, they do it now. Soon as you fall out with that person, they go to telling your business. They go to, "Bitch, you got HIV. Bitch, that's why you got that shit." That's why there's nobody's business of what you got. If you got herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, that is between you and your doctor, nobody else, and the person that you sleep with. Hello? But I do applaud people who tell their teeth. That's fine. But people ain't gonna change. You think people gonna change this because you be honest about your HIV status on a live? They read the shit out of them. They still be reading the shit out of what's his name? Shit, I just slipped my mind. They still reading him. Magic Johnson. After he went out there and told everybody, they still make jokes about him. People don't care. People don't care. They're ruthless and they don't care. So you applause to all the people who do tell their status, but it's nobody's business but between you and the person that you're getting ready to get down with. Okay, that's the only person that needs to know. Tell all of me need now is to have the offering plate, honey, because I feel like I'm preaching tonight. Hallelujah. Yeah. I just feel like that's the only person that needs to tell, and it's nobody else's business. But get tested, go talk to your doctor, about PrEP. And here's another thing. I said this once, and I'll say it again, and I'm not taking it back. If I had a choice to have HIV, or diabetes, or cancer, it would be HIV. I said it. If I had those three choices, it would be, because listen, folks are living with HIV, been living with HIV. Look how long Magic Johnson had HIV. When your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your brother, somebody that you know got cancer, died just like that. Some of them. Somebody got diabetes and they cut their foot off, cut their leg off. They can't eat this, they can't eat that. You got help people living with HIV, and they are living a long time. So y'all need to stop making it feel like, people are living with it. But all you got to do is, you go get tested. You got to go, don't be afraid. Just go find it. Look, you was out there doing it. Go find out what the tea is and move on with your life. Yeah. 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 But I really enjoyed y'all tonight. Don't forget to join me this Wednesday. I'll be on the radio station KAZI, giving the celebrity tea. 88.7 on your FM dial, as they say. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm always going hang out with the KZI morning show, okay? And also, y'all, this old ass, well, if somebody send me a couple of $100, I can go buy me 2 more of these tomorrow. This is getting too hot for this now. I just got it on in my house since it's cold. That their way of letting people know it's not a death sentence. Yes, it's not a death sentence. Yeah. But that don't mean, listen, y'all, here's another thing. Because HIV is not a death sentence, don't go around just screwing everybody, because you can say, because I've heard people say, I can just take a pill and move on. Girl, who wants to take a pill all their life? Who wants to take shots for the rest of their life? Even though they say the shots are better than the pills, because they say now people can get you can take a shot, and I think they last for like 3 or 4 months or something like that. But still, even still then, I'd rather do that than have cancer or diabetes. You follow what I'm saying? So, but and that's another thing. Just because you have HIV and you can live with it, don't go around screwing everybody. Also, for those who don't know, HIV cannot be passed on to anybody if you're undetectable. That means, and there's a difference in HIV and AIDS. People think HIV is AIDS. No, it's not. AIDS is when you're down to the nitty gritty. But there have been people who have full blown AIDS and they bounce back. Yeah, there have been people. But back when I came out in the 80s, sometimes that was it, baby. That was it. I remember when I came out in the 80s, I'm only 25 though. I'm just telling y'all the story. Allegedly. When I came out in, hey, this was so sad. When I came out in the 80s, bitch, they was coming to the club calling out your name. So-and-so, we need to see you. The clinic health department is here in the club, bitch. They was trying to save lives because everybody's fucking like jackrabbits back there. Yeah. So a lot of times when I'm on my live and I get to talking about this, I start crying because the Lord has allowed me to live to see 64 going on 65. And I could have been dead a long time ago. You think I was using protection back in the 80s all the time? No. But I really wasn't a promiscuous person. I didn't really like, I didn't, and a lot of guys, when I moved in the black gay community, when you do drag, it's kind of shunned on. People kind of, he's a drag queen. But a bitch. Dre will tell you I was a fine motherfucker back in the day. I'm still fine, but you know what I mean. I used to get booked in Dallas, and I lived in Austin to go do the shows. I lived in Austin. I go to Dallas and get booked, and I go do the show. They was like, PT, you want to come to town Saturday? I was like, hell yeah, because they used to have a club called TR2s. It was $10 all you can drink. I said, well, I'm going down there as myself, and my stomach growling. I'm gonna go down there as myself, and then I'm gonna go out and hang out and party, and then I'm gonna do the show. And then when I go to the club, they say, where you from? I said, Austin. They said, what's your name? I said, PT. They said, you visiting town? I'm here. What you here for? A show? A show? What kind of show? You a stripper? I said, no, I do drag. What? Dre will tell you if he's still on here, I've never carried myself like a female impersonator or a feminine guy. I just put on my little hats, and that's how I've always dressed. And so, but what I was getting to was, in the gay community, being a drag queen is kind of like a lot of guys won't talk to you if you wear wigs and dresses and stuff, which I understand that. And I'm not saying this, I don't know if this could be all the way true, but a lot of guys who died didn't sleep with me because I wore wigs. And remember when I lived in Austin, it was like, Austin ain't big, bitch. Austin is not big. So everybody was sleeping with one another. I wasn't in that circle. I wasn't better than they were, but I just went in that circle. So a lot of guys, and we had a whole group of guys who passed away from the virus because everybody was doing one another. But don't fuck with PT. He a drag queen. Oh, thank you. Oh, but I got my freak on. Believe that, honey. You can best believe that. I got my freak. Anyway, y'all, it's been real. It's been fun. I enjoyed each and every one of y'all. Oh, I'm not gonna tell this story. I was gonna tell this story, but I'll be real quick. The Joseph Duggar. There was a family, y'all. They was on A&E or some show. It was a family. Let me pull him up right because I do want to, and I'll be quick with it. I won't be long. Joseph, okay, Joseph Duggar. Let me see. Oh, here it is right here. I want to share this real quick. Here it is right here. Okay, so he has 19. They was on the show. I think they was on the show called A&E, something like that. 19 Kids and Counting. His name is Joseph Duggar, Duggars, right? He was released after being accused of molesting a child. Okay, so this show, here it is. So it was a former reality show in the Bay County area. He was arrested, accused of molesting a 9-year-old girl in Florida. Now, this show, see, this is what I be telling y'all about these folks that talking about gays and homosexuals, and now this family was a Christian-based family, loved the Lord and Jesus, and their show was based around Christianity, and God and church and religion. Yeah, hmm that's what it was based around. And the whole time, him and his brother already got arrested. I think I got his picture right here. His brother already arrested. They arrested his brother. Oh, no, I got one more of the story, y'all. Ooh, I forgot to tell y'all about this story. Hold on. I got two more stories. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Because it ain't time to leave just yet. Let me do this story right quick. Let me do this. I don't have this picture, but let me finish. So yeah. So and that's why I tell everybody all the time, baby, don't y'all fall for the okie doke, honey. Just because a person is gay doesn't. Oh, I love this guy in Atlanta. He's very feminine. He wears his hair up in a bun, and he's a school teacher. Have y'all seen him? Hello there. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Have y'all seen him? And they said when he first got the job, a lot of people left the school because they was thinking, oh, he's gay, whatever, da 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 da. And I don't want my kids around. I don't care how much you try to shield your kids from homosexuals. They might not be feminine, but the ones you need to look out for, the ones that be funning around with children, are the masculine ones. Hello. Anyway, so this family, the whole time all this stuff was going on, where they was on TV faking and shaking, they around messing around with children, messing around with children. So I just wanted to bring that up. I just want to bring up that story up because I wrote it down. Yeah, his brother was accused of it as well. So just because you call yourself a Christian and you got a church and you doing all this religious stuff, that don't mean nothing, baby. And they had yeah, a 9-year-old. What the hell can a 9-year-old do for you? What needs to happen is, it don't sound cruel to me. What needs to happen is, when they do stuff like this, they need to just see you later. Who was that? Bob? Was it the Bobbin lady? The Bobbin lady? My friend say she went to Dubai. They don't have crime because you do stuff like that, they'd be like, boo. Yeah, the family had 19 children. Yes, but they were like a Christian-based show, and they loved the Lord, and but you run around messing with, yeah, not allegedly, but around around messing with kids. Anyway, yeah, I almost forgot this story. Two more. Love and Hip Hop that's the end, y'all. Of Love and Hip Hop. Listen, Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, some of the word. You're right. Some of the word. Okay, my thing is tripping again. Am I back? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. Ooh, I don't know what my thing is tripping. So, um, Love and Hip Hop this is the end of Love and Hip Hop. Listen, they all getting older. They all have run their course, and we love Mama D, we love Scrappy, we love all that, we love Erica, we love all that drama and stuff. But if you've been on Love and Hip Hop, how long Love and Hip Hop been on? How long was Atlanta, by the way, y'all? Atlanta. How long was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on? Does anybody know? I need to Google it. Let me Google and see how long they were on, because I'm gonna say something. Don't forget, if you enjoy my content tonight, my cash app is PT Shows. That's a $ PT Shows. $ PT Shows. Hey Google, how long was Atlanta Love and Hip Hop on TV? 2012, 14. Oh, 14 years? That's a pretty long time. They ran their course, 14 years is a long, long time. So they ran the course, and thank y'all for hitting the like button. We almost up at 200 likes. Yeah, that's a pretty long time. But Mama D was on. She was on one of these court shows. She was on the divorce show the other day. I saw that she was on there, and then Scrappy and Scrappy and Chaotic. Chaotic was mad about him, allegedly mad about him not going back on Love and Hip Hop, but he ain't got to worry about it now because they ain't gonna be back on. But all of those people that been on there in 14 years, they should have built up their brand. I wish I could get on the Love and Hip Hop show. They build up their brand, build their brand up, and now that they've been on there 14 years, they should have merchandise. They should have their own podcast. Y'all get what I'm saying? They should have their own everything. They should be living off that. Like I got a friend of mine, she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. His name is Alyssa Edwards. And when Alyssa went on RuPaul's Drag Race, guess what that bitch doing now? That bitch is traveling and doing sold out shows for being on Love and Hip Hop. I mean, for being on RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. So, it may be the end of the show, but you just take that and you run with it. You take it and you run with it. That's all you got to do. Last story, y'all. If you live in Texas, I'm not for sure if this is true or not, but allegedly, Turkey Leg Hut might be coming back. Yes, but the Turkey Leg Hut that may be coming back will be the lady because the husband is still locked up. Oh, they showing the reruns, yeah. So yeah. Give me a second here. Yeah. So she teach dance and was who was that, Dre? Whose husband? Oh yeah, the husband is locked up because Lisa Edwards. The husband is locked up because he a fraud. He's been accused of trying to put up the other restaurant on fire. I talked about this like a long time ago, a couple of years ago. He was putting he put the restaurant. He tried to put the restaurant on fire. He got caught. Yeah, that's him right here. Y'all know I'll come with the proof now, with the pictures now. Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's the husband who, the guy who used to run it with his wife Lynn. They're no longer together, and he's in prison right now. She got locked up too for something, but I think she's out. Yeah, insurance money, and he was selling weed. They were selling weed. They was doing all kind of stuff at the damn Turkey Leg Hut. That was sad because I didn't even get a chance to go there. I didn't even get a chance to go to the Turkey Leg Hut. They said it was off the chain. Yeah, they say it's off the chain. They say the food was good, but if she makes a comeback, she'll be. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Oh, I'm trying to pull up another picture here. Oh, it didn't go through. That picture didn't go through. All right, well, we're gonna stop doing the pictures because I don't want to lose my live. Ooh, what happened? What is going on here? Oh Lord, what's going on with my live? Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Hey, let me stop fucking with these pictures because they're messing up my live. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Insurance money, and then they said they were selling weed out the place. Just all kind of stuff. He was just doing all kind of stuff. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. All right. Now, and for those who did not hear for those who didn't hear, I talked about this earlier, but I'm going to run this down to you. I got this story from Paula Alert, and I also heard Peter. I've been awesome. Yeah, I've been also on the radio Monday on the radio. So don't forget 88.7, Austin, Texas. Also, Tasha K has listed her house on the Georgia estate for sale after relocating between Florida and West Africa. This is um, this is Armand Wiggins was talking about, and I told y'all this earlier about this. Oh, it's okay to do the tea. It's okay to gossip, but sometimes when you do too much, these things happen. Um, and according to Ahmad Wiggins, he was saying they told her all you gotta do is just take down the videos. Just take down the videos. Her house is listed online. I think they said it was on Zillow or something like that. So, um, wait a minute. Let me see what the hell this is. This is the wrong thing here. Oh shit. Oh, let me go back here. Yeah, and let me put it up here. It says that Tasha K, Georgia estate for her Georgia estate is for sale is now making rounds after the media personality shared fresh details online. Tasha K, Georgia estate for sale. Tasha K took to Twitter to let the followers know her Georgia property is officially on the market, and she did not hold back on the visuals. She posted photos of the home, also the explanation of why she's ready to part ways with it. The property which she owned for years, has served this purpose over time. She explained that she lived in a home on and off, but rented it out to tenants. However, her lifestyle has shifted. No, and that's what Armand Wiggins was saying. Armand Wiggins was saying when they asked you to take those videos down, you didn't do it. You kept running your mouth and making up lies and taunting Cardi B. And according to Armand Wiggins, he said it probably wouldn't have happened if she hadn't went after Stephon Diggs. And she keep digging. Um, which she has owned for years and has served multiple purposes over time. She explained that she lived in a home on and off, but it also rented it as well. However, her lifestyle has shifted, and it played a major role in her decision. She said she has been relocating between South Florida and West Africa and maintaining that the Georgia property no longer makes sense. The home itself is just not it's just not any listing. It is fully renovated last September, so it comes updated and moved in ready. It also sits in a prime location, positioned directly on both of a golf course and a lake, bitch. Damn. Which adds to the appeal for buyers and lookers. Somebody get it. Somebody get it. Tasha K's estate is officially on market. Yeah. Now, according to Armand Wiggins, who I love, Armand saying that she lost her house or she's losing her house, or she's putting it up for sale because she's hurting financially. I don't know. He said that she put out a GoFundMe and they made a lot of money, and you got 1 million subscribers, and you to get $1 million. This is what Armand Wiggins is saying. I don't know. I tell y'all all the time, I could have 1 million followers tomorrow if I start making up lies. If I come on and say, y'all, you know me and Chris Brown are lovers. You know that's my husband. Yeah, bitch. We was together for 20 years. You know, just like that's why Jaguar Right Ass is doing a GoFundMe. And she still ain't raising enough money to get her ass out of trouble. Because she doing too much. You know, not a starter house. Yes. Yes. All right, y'all. It's been real. Dre, I'll be in town on the 12th. I know you probably don't go out that much anymore. But anyway, hey, y'all, it's been real. Thank you, moderators. Y'all did a great job tonight. My moderators always do a great job. I love y'all. And again, if you did enjoy my content, my Cash App is $PT shows. And I love y'all. And I miss y'all. And I'll see y'all soon. And y'all be good, okay? Have a good night. Thank y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, I got to turn on the volume. That would help if I turn the volume on. If I just turn the volume on. See, I was trying to be on cue with everything, make sure everything went perfect, and I didn't do it right. We're going to do it right this time. Here I go. All right. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, moderators. You guys are great as always. I don't know what I would do without you. And I will see y'all later on, and take care of you. If you enjoyed the show tonight, my Cash App is $PT shows with 2 S's. And I love y'all. You never know. I might go live again later on tonight if there's breaking news. But until then, you guys pray for DL Whisper. Love you. Bye. Thank you. Get my favorite part. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, great. You're right, great. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.